July 5th, 1918, the Columbia set sail for a night of adventure, a trip down the Illinois River with hundreds of people on board. It was a gloomy night. There was a bend in the river. The captain lost control, and the steamboat hit the shoreline. Tragedy struck around Wesley City, which is Creve Coeur today. The boat sank. 87 people died. Ken Ziersky wrote a book about the accident, The Wreck of the Columbia.
I do call it a forgotten story, but it's not a lost story because it's still there in all the newspaper clippings and the postcards and the letters and the diaries, not only in the libraries but also on nightstands and in drawers in homes.
Earlier this week, memorabilia was on display at the Pekin Library, and Ziersky talked to the crowd about his novel. Some who were listening had relatives on the wooden boat. Sue Beanie's grandfather, John Gruey, was one of the survivors. His first wife and their 2 kids didn't make it.
My father always told me the story, and so I knew about it all my life. I'm still kind of shocked that people from Pekin don't know about this. It's kind of heartbreaking. I think how I would be if I was in those shoes. It's like I would think that those that survived really kind of felt helpless.
Like many in the crowd, Bud Moore has read Ziersky's book. He says the Columbia really intrigued him.
What stood out was the bravery of the people who were in the water and were saving each other. It was amazing what they did, and they went back, and some of them paid with their lives because they went back to try to save someone else.
Helen Sprinkle's father survived the disaster, but her aunt and grandma didn't make it.
My father said that he had to fight to get out the window. People were in panic, and they were clawing at each other, and his shirt was completely ripped off.
Among the items preserved from that fateful night, an American flag. This is the very flag that was on board 100 years ago today.
It's kind of awesome to see the flag. It's like I hadn't seen the flag before, and it's like, okay, yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit more real.
And although this tragedy took dozens of lives, it's a part of history in the heart of Illinois, which many say should never be forgotten. In Pekin, Jessica Cook, Heart of Illinois, ABC.